Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, well, one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. We'll find him for a few. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long for him here. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And it bounces out of bounds. Looks like they'll have half the field to go as they mark it directly on the midfield stripe. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Go ahead.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Hey, come on.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. He works it down to the 37. And stop coming from Henry To'o.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option here. Moving on into the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Here is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. They're going play action. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Back to the air they go on second down. Here's a screen for Achane. He still has room inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans trim the lead to 1. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. On the option, they give it to Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Now Jackson on third down. That one finds his man, Likely. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 3rd and 8. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete out to the right side. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
Hey, report. Report. Sit up.
4th down, pass coming. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5.
Let's go. Sit hot.
Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Play action. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. You can't blame them for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, oh, it is touchdown offense.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Cox, this is Noel. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And he extends to make the play, and he does it in bounds. That's a touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Tank Dell, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, come on.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. And again, it's Jackson. Ooh, puts him there under this one, right side. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Tried to connect, but it lines up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Another throw here on 2nd down. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
19 targets, baby.
They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I think it looked like that was actually the primary read on the play, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Kate, I don't think there's any question about it. You know, the college game is a game of scheme. The NFL game is a game of matchups. And that was a matchup that they wanted and worked on all week to get their running back in a one-on-one. Problem was, the defense was ready for it and took it away.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Play action now with Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now Jackson off the play action. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Jackson now on 3rd. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. From the left hash, this is from 47. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd down, looking for options. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on a shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. First down, here's Lamar. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. This is close, but does not get that first. They're going to be left with a 4th and short.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll go down here and covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Lamar. And he's got it. It's in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 21, Texans 17. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the type, and the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Lamar out of the pistol. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Henry Chomo comes up with it. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Gets this to Stover. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, Houston.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 79 from half the 60. 18, right here.
Throwing from the gun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
13 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Cougar 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Going to bring up 4th down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 20-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
This is Walker on 2nd. He's still going at the 30. Running down the left side. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens jump in front now by 5.
Texans 23.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll work against the blitz. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. They're going play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. Lobs this deep down the middle. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They go play fake with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Zone read, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Changing it up here, Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
No, we changed it.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Well,
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Looking to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
14 on the play. It's 4th down.
That offense isn't budging. They're going for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I've heard. That's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. If the big guys up front say, give me a push, then I'll do the rest.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, quick pass wide. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
No.
Walker gets the pitch. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? Rolling out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Setting up to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he is to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. And that's going to make it just about worst-case scenario for this offense, Brock. It is 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He rolls to his right. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.